Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with my second video for Junk Journal January. I am again combining prompts. In the first video, we created the journal. In the second video, we did the first 3 prompts. And in this one, which was cover, envelope, and tickets, in this one we're going to be doing outline, depth, and embossed, and I'm putting my own little spin on all of them, which is the intention of this challenge. So this is my journal. You guys, if you've been watching, you've already seen this. But today we're going to be doing a double spread. So I'm going to be skipping this page and I'm going to be going right here. Okay. So I'm just going to set that there for a moment and show you what I have. My glue stick, I'm going to try to use it to do some collaging, try to make it a little bit easier on myself. I've got my Fabri-Tac just because I do have some textiles here, my vintage photo archival ink, and my Barely Arts glue. So I'm just going to set those aside. I'm going to move my mouse so that I do not stop the video inadvertently. And so these are the bits that I have, a couple of different size tags, a little rosette I thought would be pretty with it. And then this button trim I had in my scrap bin. So I thought this would be a fun way to add some depth, some dimension. So when I think about depth, I think about anything that causes you to look a little bit deeper, try to discover what is underneath something else. That's what I think of when I think of depth, which is why I love mixed media, because it's all about depth and layers. So I've got some other textiles here, some cheesecloth, some fabric, and some lace. And then these are the main components, and these are my collage bits. So I thought that I would use, for outline, I'm going to use a frame. Now these are some Ranger Tim Holtz frames, stitched frames. I've never used them, which is a shame. When you have a lot of supplies, you forget that you have them. So I have been going through my studio, making sure that I am aware of what I have. And then I thought I would frame these little girls behind there and maybe make it be a pull, or, you know, something like that. I'd probably have to pull down, or I don't know, it could pull up. It could go like this and pull up, kind of like a belly band, but we'll see when we get there what we want to do. And then I wanted to cover, I want to use this envelope, and I know I did an envelope in the other one, but I wasn't super happy with it. So I thought I would go ahead and add a tip in or flap or whatever you want to call it using this little vellum envelope. And I thought I'd cover it with these papers. And this is my embossed. So I just took, this is a piece of my own mixed media paper, and I just embossed it with a script embossing folder. And I love this because it's got that magical shimmer to it. So I thought that would be fun as well. And then these again are my bits for accenting and pulling out the colors in the spread that I want to, and for collaging. So let me get myself situated here. So I think we'll work on these pages, and I'm hoping that I can do this okay. I'm not going to cover everything up because I am loving what this is looking like here in terms of this you know, this frame. Look at that. Look at that right there. I don't even know if we need to do any collage behind this. We're probably going to do a little bit just because that's fun. So let's get going. I'm going to go ahead and try to use my glue stick. I'm going to use my glue stick. I'm just not super familiar with how, you know, I just don't use them. So I'm just going to find some book pages and such to go on here. So let's just get a bit of something here. Again, I'm not going to overthink this. I'm not going to put ink on everything. We're just going to have a play. So are you guys participating in Junk Journal July or Junk Journal January? And I thank you guys for the various people who let me know that my hashtag was wrong. It was old from July. So I must have copied. So I keep Word documents of all my supplies and my blog, stuff that I put over on my blog. And it was hashtag with July. So I thank you guys for telling me that. But we're just going to have a play here and get some interesting backgrounds on here. I love this. This is the She Decided paper, which I've talked about if you followed me at all. It's just a really lovely paper that's just, it's got a really positive message. And so I do want to use this as well, but I don't know where I want it. I'm thinking like maybe right here, but I'm not sure I want it to bridge that. So let's try that again. I'm gonna kind of pull, I want that end though, so let's just fold her. So I'm just gonna let you watch me do a little bit of collage play, and then I'll talk when I feel like it's useful to you guys. Otherwise, it's kind of meditative, so I hope that you enjoy. So I love bringing in elements that pull out kind of the primary colors that I'm introducing into my design. So that's why I thought this was a perfect color to use, because it'll bring out the pinks that I think are going to be kind of themed. I'm not really a pink girl, to be honest with you, but it's pretty fun to use something that you're not used to using. So I feel like that edge is still too straight, too neat and tidy for me. Okay, a little bit more glue here. And let's just, I'm not going to put it all the way to the top because I don't want to lose all of that, but I thought that would be perfect right there. So pretty. We don't need a whole lot more here, but I do want to bring in some vellum. So I'm not sure. I had this piece of kind of a bit of foliage here. I'm not sure if it's fitting or not. So let's just tear a little corner just so we don't have so much that is straight. Let's see what we think of that. Oh, I actually really like that. Let's put that right there, but I am going to ink up. I love vellum inked up. So again, if that's not your style, please don't do it. Do you. Okay, as you're watching me, do you. This needs to be irregularized. Just a little scrappy bit here. And just get it in here. I feel like that's really pretty. I like that over there meeting up with that edge. So, so right here, I think is perfect. I've never really used a glue stick on vellum, so let's see how it goes. Let's give it a try together. I know that Meg uses it. I've loved watching her do her collage strips. She does them on vellum or tracing paper. Really beautiful, and I think she uses just a glue stick. Oh, that's so pretty. So you see how you got depth. So we've got the script, and then we've got the foliage, and then we've got the texture of the vellum is really, really, really pretty. So we're not going to do a whole lot else here. I did not grab some washi, so I'm going to turn here and grab my washi tray. Ugh. Let's see what I have in here. Oh, this is quite lovely. I don't know if it's the pink, the kind of pink that I want though. A lot of my washi's old, as I've been discovering as I'm using it. It's not really working very well, so maybe just a little bit old. Let's bring in some dark, just for kicks. We'll try that. I'm just going to set this back over there because there's no place to put it on my table. Okay, so, oh, that will be lovely, I believe. We'll see. So now we've got quite a bit here, so I'm feeling like we should tend to this envelope because we want to get that going on here. And we've got also, we have our embossed paper we need to use. So I was thinking that maybe I could just cut a heart out of it or something, just something really, really simple. So let's do that. Let's do that. I'm just going to do that just like you do when you're a kid. Just cut your little heart. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put that right on that fold. And I'm going to ink it up a little bit because I really want it to pop off the page. And the embossing, well, I'm going to show you here in a second. I'm going to use my ink and go over the embossing as well. But I like to do that with my makeup sponge that's right here. Just go over all that texture. Oh, I think I did that upside down. Now all the script is, I think it's upside down. That's okay. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Oh, I actually love it right there. I'm changing my mind. Or I could bring it up here. What do you guys think? I wish you could tell me. I don't really want to cover up all those words. That's my issue here. So we have to make sure that we reserve a space for, I think we can use this over here. So I think we're good. I think I'm going to put it right here. I like that. So I'm going to use my my Fabri-Tac because this is textured paper and I want to make sure that it adheres well. I don't want to go, I don't want it to hit that seam. So we're just going to do that. So there is our embossed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So let's just, the tip-in can go in at any time. So I think we're going to move on to the frame here, which is our prompt for outline. I decided to go ahead and use a frame for that, that prompt. I pulled these over so they're now closer to my workspace here. And I love it's got the thing over here. So the thing, like, you know what that is. Goodness gracious, the string. So I think I want this right here. But I've got all this other stuff. I want to make sure that, you know, if we want to bring some textile in, we can, you know, kind of like, that would be beautiful. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Actually, let's just glue it on the back of this. So I'm going to be using my Fabri-Tac. One, because I'm gluing lace, plus there's stitching underneath this that will be tricky. The phone is ringing. I'm hoping that they're not going to come and get me. So let's see. Just going to trim that off really quick. There we go. Isn't that so lovely? Oh, right there. Right there. And so that lace is also providing depth. So I think we will glue this down. So I'm going to use my white glue. Hopefully it's going to hold even though we've got that stitching. So I'm just going to glue on, see, I'm going to glue on 3 sides. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to stick that down. And I'm trying to kind of capture a little bit of those words, the she paper words. It's a freebie from, or was a freebie from SeanPetite.com in her subscriber library. I've had it for years. I used to be on her design team, and so We're going to let that dry, but I thought what we would do is we would stick this in so it goes up like that. So I think we need to cut off a little bit off the top. So I'm just going to do that by hand and hope for the best. I'm going to grab my corner rounder as well and round the top. I'm not sure what we're doing with the bottom yet. We'll probably round the bottom too. Yeah, let's just do it. And we'll find something to make a, ooh, we can use the buttons as a pull. So we're going to put something on the bottom of this. So what do we want to do? We could put this little tag on there. We could use the baby tag as a pull. This is all improvisation. I didn't plan this, which is part of the fun of this. Paper crafting is so fun. Okay, and I'm going to cut the bottom off. Okay. And so with this, I want to do a little bit of stamping. I pulled a stamp out. What did you do with the stamp, Missy? Right here, it's got some really small script on it. And I thought it would be fun to put a little bit of interesting script on there. I cannot tell what's up or down. I think that's up. Nope. There we go. I'm just going to get some ink on here. I should probably just put that in my Junk Journal January stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the entire back of this. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then we're going to glue that on the back. Create our little beautiful tabby thing. So fun. I love it. Love it. It's not in the center, but you know what? Perfection is not at play in my studio. So off camera, I'll probably put a bit of seam binding or lace or something. Oh, look at that. Is that precious or what? This is not even. Oh my gosh, it's not even. That's okay, but isn't that so great? I love it. So I will put something on the bottom of that. And what else do we want to do? We've got our envelope as well. I'm just trying to think about where I want that. I think maybe I'd like it to come up from the top like that. Yeah, I think that would make me happy. So I am going to cover it with this paper. It's almost the perfect size too, isn't it? I'm gonna mark it because I don't want to accidentally cut the vellum. So I'm gonna go, I was gonna first collage on it when I was initially kind of dreaming about this spread, but then I thought we just did a bunch of collage, so I don't think that we need to continue with collage. So I'm just gonna make a line here and here. Oh, that's crooked envelope. So hopefully I get this straight, you know, but if you're new to my channel, my motto is perfection is not at play in the studio. I work very, very hard to not stress out about perfection. So I love that with that bow, except it's going to go like this. So I actually want this on here. Okay, I'm going to ink around this. And I'm going to glue it on, and then we'll continue. So pretty. Probably with this I'll put a word on it or some kind of sentiment to really make it fun. And I'm loving that. I don't even feel like, you know, we could make it a side tuck. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and split this side open. Okay. We can slide something in there. Why not? Except why is it not? I need to cut a little more, I guess. It's a little bit stuck there. Okay. See, we can do what we want. Okay. So now we'll cover this, but we will only put glue here and here because we don't want to affect that pocket. So we will use what shall we use? What shall we use? I used most of that, so that's not going to work. Let's see, what do we have on the front? It's the top of the ribbon, so we could go this way. I think I'll go that way. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, because we can do what we want. So I am going to go ahead and just ink the edges that I'm going to glue down. I'm going to cut around this. It's risky, but I'm going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to put glue here. Just finishing off the inking here. And so now what we should have is we should have a pocket. Uh-oh, I cut the wrong side. Did I? No, I didn't. Oh, that didn't glue. So we've got to make sure that this stays glued. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue here. And off camera, I'll find something to put in that pocket. Maybe I'll find another one of those images. I have a bunch. You know what? We're doing okay on time. Let me find another one here. I liked this image because it reminds me of my sisters. I have 3 sisters. And actually, I'm going to do this. It's going to be very emotional. So she's going to go in sideways, but that's okay. So me and my living sisters lost our youngest sister to suicide a year ago in July, this last July, and I feel like that's the one that needs to go in here. So we're going to do it. Actually, maybe we'll have her be kind of hidden, and I'll put another one on the inside. You know, we can do what we want. I'm not going to do anything with that. I'm just going to trust that it's going to hold. We could put a little bit of the this brown packaging, or whatever you call it. It's brown tape. But we'll see how this goes. So I want to put this on here, which means I have to get behind here, okay? Because this is an accordion. So it's going to go here like that. Now, yep, that's on the outside, so that'll actually work really, really well. That was a good move. So, and then our rose is hidden there as well. I am loving that. So I'm going to keep this open. I didn't like how this envelope turned out. I will be doing some doctoring to that coming up in the future, probably off camera. I'm just going to go off to the side here and get some glue on this flap. Okay, like that. And then we're going to get this back on here, and I feel like my camera is not positioned correctly, so I apologize if any of this has not been the best view for you. I think it's too close to me. Why is that so stiff? It's because of the paper that I collaged. It's not because of this. So let's just go ahead and fix that. Oh, and that is lovely. Well, that really works well on vellum, the glue stick. I hope it holds. It should. It should hold. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this spread so much. So we're going to put my little sister, her name was Stacy, is Stacy. We're going to put her in there. So I'm going to cut the top of it off a little bit, and I'm going to soften her up with some rounded edges. It was a difficult loss because we tried to save her many, many times. I did over 20 years or so. And at the time that she took her life, she was not in relationship with anybody that cared about her. And so it was really conflictual, you know, really conflictual. Hard to process the suicide. But I am loving that. Oh my gosh. Should we have, oh, let's have her feet show. We're going to have her feet show. Oh my gosh. How appropriate is that? I almost feel like I want to bring her over here. I wonder if I can pull this up. Nope, because I glued it down with Fabri-Tac. But I love that so much. I did not plan this, you guys. I did not plan this part of it. But she's going to peek out there. There are her shoes. But I think she needs to go over just a little bit more, as far over here as possible. Gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I am totally off camera. Let me fix that. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. So I want it to look like, I'm going to cut off a little bit of the side because I want it to look like, like she's kind of standing on the heart a little bit, if that makes sense. It only makes sense to my heart. It doesn't make sense to my brain. But this is so cool. And this is just random stuff I collected to go in this project, this video, this challenge. So that now it looks like a heart. So there we go. She's going to go up to there. So about 1/4 of an inch from the top. So I'm going to go ahead and glue her down. I'm actually not going to glue the bottom. I'm going to leave a little bit of that. So I'm just going to put glue here up. Her name was Stacy. She had a hard life, as did I. And she got into drugs and alcohol. And yeah, and they won. She didn't. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. Look at her little feet. Wow, I need to just sit for a moment. I need to sit for a moment. I pulled this out, and I really didn't know why, but I feel like it needs to go on here. I'm not sure why, but it does. So I am going to trim it down a little bit. And my sister, my youngest sister, she was 6 years younger than me, and for a long time, well, we were out of touch for a bit just because of some family history issues, and then I reunited with her, and she was my best friend for a good while. And then the alcohol and the drugs won, and unfortunately she became very abusive and very unhealthy to me and to my family, and I had to distance myself. And but she was my best friend. We laughed so much together, so much. That did not work very well. Oh. Sorry, I don't usually talk this personally, you know, in a video, especially this kind. But sometimes things are meant to be for a reason, right? I feel like those numbers are supposed to go up there, and I'm not exactly sure why, but they're going there. They're going. And I'm going to get a couple of rub-ons out because I really feel like those will be very fitting as well. And even though I'm covering over some of that paper, that's kind of the color theme here. It's okay. I also have this embossed paper I thought would be fun to slide in somewhere as well, but I think we have a lot going on here, and I don't think we need it. We do have embossing here as part of our prompt, and I'm going to cap this up before it gets dry, and I'll put some words on, and I'll put a whale tail tab and not a whale tail tab, some seam binding or ribbon or something there, but I feel like it needs something, a little bit of rub-ons. Rub-ons fix everything, right? So let's see what we have. Oh, we've got this stamping and this kind of thing, but look at this. I think these right here, these are $49 in Market rub-ons, so I think they are the perfect thing here because of the story that ended up being here that I did not anticipate. So I'm going to just take a bit of this one here at the top. Okay, let's see what we got. I like to pull up kind of slow to make sure I got as much of it as possible. Some of it came up there. Might be that I've got some glue on the paper as well, but that's okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I feel like the other piece needs to go up here. It needs to cross over somehow. I'm not sure. So let's do it. Isn't it funny how you can, I don't know if you guys experience that, but I do a lot where I'm like, I don't know why I'm choosing what I'm choosing, but I know that there's a reason, and I'm going to follow that reason all the way through. So I think I want this right here. Some of it's going to go up on that frame. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to go journal when I'm done. This has been intense, but in a really positive way. It's been hard to process her death and the circumstances and how that affected the others, myself and my other two sisters who are still living. My older sister also fell into addiction, but she's been sober for a long time, so there's so much brokenness. Okay, thankfully I never did the drugs and alcohol thing. God had his hand on me for sure. Need to try to, I have the hardest time grabbing that plastic. There we go. Yes, oh my gosh. This is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, so on the other side of this packet, there's some hearts that are stitched, which I feel like are also very poignant, is that how you say that? Important, powerful, fitting. What you choose your word. Okay, we're going to use them. Okay, so I think I want these to go over here. Put that heart there. We're almost done. This went a little bit longer than I thought it would, just because of the way that the road that this took, I didn't anticipate. So I hope you guys don't mind. As always, if the video is too long, you can speed me up to 1.5 times the normal speed, and I don't sound like a deranged chipmunk, is what I always say. And I've listened to myself to make sure. Some people I can't speed up because it's just, sometimes if there's an accent, it makes it really difficult to understand the person. But yeah, speed me up if you need to. I'm just trying to get that paper loosened. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. Okay, we need to do something up here. We could dip into some other rub-ons here. So let me find the one I've been working with. in the other video because I really like the tones in it. Okay, so just get around there. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I'm running out of room, but whoops. You might find us with that might be Providence there. We might need to use that. So incredible. This process has been so unexpected. Okay. So it's so big though, I don't know if I can use it. I don't know if I can use it effectively. I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna make it work, okay? Just trying to figure out where. I'm not thinking I'm thinking it's not going to cover over. Oh, we could do that. Let's do that. My sister hated to have her picture taken. As most in our family did not like our picture taken. I don't want to cover up that corner that's really significant. So let's just see if it'll go on this embossed heart. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to put too much over there because I don't want to waste it. If it's going to go bad, I don't want it to ruin anything else. So let's just give this a good burnish here and see if we can get that to really adhere. And I'm going to get over here onto the heart. Typically you would probably not do a rub-on on top of a textured surface like that, but as I've said amusingly in past videos, I live on the wild side. Sometimes I live on the wild side, do things that are risky and unexpected, and you don't know what's going to happen. Exploration is my word for the year. So we're exploring and we're going to accept the results, okay? So let's do it. Oh my gosh, it actually worked out really, really well. Oh my gosh, look at that. This has such incredible story in it. I just can't even believe it. And I need to use this yellow butterfly and then we're going to be done. And again, I'll probably put some kind of sentiment or word on it. And I'll look at that always. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to use that too. Okay. I'm going to have to use that. I didn't think this was going to be a therapy session, you guys. Just kidding, it's not, but it's just so interesting how when we get into this creative space that we just kind of let ourselves go and we let go of expectations. It's amazing what can happen. So we have a lot more space that we can fill. We've got this area here. I think I'll put it on top of that always, and then I'll bid you adieu, and I might add some finishing touches on it off camera, which I often do with my projects. But my favorite color is yellow, and her favorite color, well, her favorite color wasn't pink, but I just feel like this is what we're supposed to do here. So we're going to do it. It's going up on that lace, so let's see what happens with that. It might not do anything. I'm not sure. It might surprise us. It even went up on that lace. That is incredible. Okay, last thing, I promise. I'm just going to put this word always over here because it is perfect. It could not be more perfect. It's actually even the perfect width. Like, I could not have planned this. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to get, I'm hoping my head's not in the way. Trying to get it straightish. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, let's get that off of there. And I'm going to hold it up a little bit. I have to be kind of careful, but I mean, I just can't even believe I couldn't have sat down and planned this, you guys. I could not have done this. It's inspired. It is from my heart. It is a beautiful surprise. So I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.